Welcome back to my channel. Today we're making smothered chicken with asparagus. So here are our ingredients to season our flour, and here are our chicken pieces already cleaned and washed. Today I'm using thighs and legs. So because my flour and my seasonings are in a separate bowl, we're just going to give it a quick stir together and get everything blended together nicely. Then I'm going to shake the flour onto the chicken, toss it, and then add the other half of my seasoned flour so that way I can get all of my chicken coated evenly. So I'm going to use half of my seasoned flour. I'm just going to toss it up in the bowl, shake it around, and then I'm going to dump the other half in and get the other chicken pieces coated. So the oil has been heating up, and what we're going to do is just fry some of the chicken pieces. We're not frying it completely to cook it, but just to get a nice crispy outside texture and a nice brown color on the chicken. So after we do this, I'm going to speed it up and fry all the chicken, and then we'll get started on the gravy part. I know the chicken isn't fully cooked as we're ready to take it out now, but the chicken will continue to cook when we start to make our gravy. We're only frying it so that way it has a really nice brown color and it's crispy on the outside. Once we're finished frying our chicken, you may need to add some extra oil to the pot, about 2 tablespoons. Allow that to heat up, and then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour into the oil so that way we can make our gravy or our white sauce. We're starting with a roux. We're going to allow the flour to cook. We don't want any clumps of flour, so you need to, stir it around so that way it cooks in with the oil. At this point, I like to add some heavy whipping cream into my gravy. I think I had a 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. So I added that, and then I also added 1 cup of milk. We're going to allow that to cook also, and because of the flour, it will cause the gravy to thicken up. Once our gravy has thickened up, then we're going to want to start seasoning it. And the first thing that I like to do is add my onions into the pot and my garlic, and that helps to give the gravy a really nice flavor. Once we've added our onions and our garlic, we're just going to allow it to sit and simmer in the pot. As it cooks, our sauce is going to thicken up. That's what the flour helps it to do, and it will eventually look like this. So to this, I have added some thyme. You can go ahead and add whatever other seasonings that you want, based on what you like to taste. And at this point, we are also going to start to add back our chicken, because remember, it's not fully cooked. It's just fried, so it has a little bit of color, like that golden brown color on the outside, but we're going to add it back into the pot now. So when I add my chicken, I also add all of the drippings and the juices that have, sprung out while it's sitting and resting. And here I've also added 2 cups of chicken broth. Now I don't want to, just stir the pot and break the chicken up. So I'm trying to stir the liquids and combine them together, but do that around the chicken, as you can see. So at this time, I tasted the pot so that way I can, get an idea of what I'm working with, and I decided to add some paprika because I just wanted a smoky flavor this time. So I added some smoked paprika and some black pepper. You can also go ahead and add whatever it is that you feel you might be missing: salt, pepper, a bay leaf, anything like that. So I've covered the pot so that way the chicken can cook properly, and I don't want the liquid evaporating. So what I'm doing here might look weird, but my stove has a tendency to make everything stick and burn at the bottom. So instead of actually putting a spoon in and turning the pot, I just kind of lift the pot off of the stove and swirl it around a few times, so that way I just make sure that nothing is sticking and everything is still kind of mixing up together. So regardless of all of my efforts, my food still kind of got stuck to the bottom of the pot. But the chicken is finished, so it's not going to break apart in the pot. We want whole pieces. So I'm just going to unstick it from the bottom. This is the time that you definitely want to taste it and make sure that it is seasoned to your liking. If you like spicy foods, this is the time to add some cayenne pepper. I have tried this dish made with habaneros, but because it has milk, it cools down the pepper. So if you like it spicy, I would suggest that you add your cayenne pepper here and now. On to our asparagus. So the water is fully boiling. I am using frozen asparagus from a bag. The instructions said to boil it for about 8 to 10 minutes, but I just think that that was too long, so next time I'll stop it at about 7 minutes so it can be firm. You want to season your water, so I'm boiling it with some salted water, and that's it. So now that the asparagus is out and I've got it on the plate, I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of avocado oil and then a tiny sprinkle of salt and a lot of garlic powder. I like my asparagus to have that garlic taste to it. So now I'm plating the food, and I am using paper plates because after standing all this time and cooking this food, I am just tired, and dishes is the last thing on my mind that I want to do. But yeah, here we have it. Smothered chicken with asparagus. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So if you've made it this far in the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know down in the comment section how you make your smothered chicken, or maybe even your smothered pork chops. Do you add different seasonings? Are there things that I added that you've never tried before? Okay, I hope to hear from you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.